Oh, hi everybody. I'm just getting the fire stoked a little bit here. We have some very appropriately cold weather in the New York area right now. And with Christmas and New Year holidays coming up, Hanukkah I think is like the day after Christmas, we're very happy to have the cold weather at this point. I am anyway. Sherlock, are you happy to have cold weather? Sherlock is exploring this little platform. That's where our Christmas tree is going to be going. My Christmas tree is in this box. You know, there was a day not too many years ago when we would put like a 8 to 10 foot tall tree in this spot right in front of the doors. We have a tall ceiling, so there was no trouble with that. But it got to the point where I realized that I was no longer able to like lift the tree up and put it into the stand. So instead we went with an artificial tree. But now it's starting to get to the point where this box is very heavy and getting the stuff out of the box is kind of a chore for me. But this is Sherlock's first exposure to our Christmas tree, so I'll be very interested to see what reaction he has to it. This is our first section, but I need to get the stand there first. Sherlock, what's that? Okay, I don't want to scare you. Well, actually, maybe I do want to scare him a little bit, just so he respects the tree. We do have what's called an X pen, or exercise pen. This is what an X pen looks like. It folds out. This one I spray painted green so it would kind of go with the tree and not be a distraction. But after we put the tree up and usually put our gifts underneath the tree, we then put this around it, because otherwise the dogs might just decide that they're going to see what Santa has brought, even if it's a little early. This tree is really the centerpiece of our holiday decorations in our family room here, which is where we spend most of our time. We also have a living room. It's kind of a formal living room, and we don't spend a lot of time there. But it's where our guests first enter the house. So come here, Sherlock, come here. Oh, Apple, thank you. It's where our guests first come into the house, so it's nice to have decorations there. Let me show you some of the decorations that we already did in the living room. Well, in our living room, we have already had the small Christmas tree erected. Has a few Dickens Village pieces around the base, and a little wonderful touch over here in the corner are some cardboard houses that my parents bought back in the 1930s or so, and they were under the tree when I was a little kid, and they were passed on to me. And they're getting ready to fall apart. I mean, it's almost 100 years, but they're still there. On top of our piano, we have a whole bunch of, let's say, an eclectic collection of pieces. We have some more Dickens Village pieces. We have some of these hand-carved Santas, like this one here. I think it might be worth some money, I'm not really sure. Looks very nice at night when we have all the lights go on there. And right by our fireplace, where presumably Santa will make his entrance, we have some more decorations. Again, when it's lit up at night, it looks really cool. But you'll notice the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. Well, this is only the first section. I don't even remember how many sections there are. These things come down here. I think Sherlock's a little apprehensive about it. It's getting to the point, though, where I'm considering possibly using just this section, and then we'll just call it like a Christmas shrub instead of a Christmas tree, because it goes up like 8 feet. But with the dog's help, yes, Apple, you are a good girl. Sherlock, what's the matter with you? You being aloof? Come here. I'll show you the progress as we continue. This is like a 2-day project. On the third section now, starting to look more like a tree. Sherlock is busy chewing on branches, aren't you? You're a good boy, though. Now it's time for the top piece to go. I'm not this tall, so I'm on a ladder. And then it's just a matter of unfurling all these branches, and we'll be ready to get into the decorating phase. But I think there might be a nap in order in between. Well, it's all done all the way up to the tippy top now. Yes, that's the end of phase 1 of our Christmas tree lighting. Didn't have a big ceremony or anything. We'll leave that to Rockefeller Center. Sherlock, let me tell you a little story. When I was a little boy, just about your age, in dog years of course, my mother and father used to put up a Christmas tree. It was a real tree. It wasn't a phony tree. You're not even interested. Apple, are you interested? I'll tell you the rest of the story. It was a real tree, and somehow they did the entire thing between the time I went to bed on Christmas Eve and the time I got up Christmas morning, and there were gifts underneath. I don't know how they did it, but I'm very appreciative to them for that. Anyway, there's going to be some doggy gifts for you. Just wait. Only about 10 days to go.